Alright, so let's take a look at it here for a second. So, RuneScape Fresh Start Worlds. This one goes... Is the music too loud? It seems like it's like way too loud. It's super loud in my head. That's definitely one thing. I'll turn it down right there. So, Fresh Start Worlds. Okay. This one goes into a little bit more detail. Is it still loud? I'll turn it down more. Put it like that. Ever wish you could go back to feeling those magic early days in an MMO? Well, in RuneScape, now you can. With MTX. So yeah, this is supposed to be like a kind of like a reward, I guess, or like a gift to getting up to 300 million accounts. So they're having these, you know, Fresh Start Worlds, special limited time game mode, which is technically not really limited time in a way. The event itself is a limited time, but the account is not a limited time. But we'll go over that in a second. So take on a totally new character, earn rewards, take that character, including all your progression and drops, into the main game at any time. So that seems fine and dandy, except there is a couple things to go over in it, at least. So whether you're a regular scaper or seeking, is there anything in here like this? Kind of just goes over. This is kind of like fluff words here. For the more competitive players, a clean slate of high scores means second chance at eternal glory in the leaderboards. Compete world first, top hundreds for exclusive rewards. Everything all here is like all fine and dandy. Fresh Start Worlds put everyone on a level playing field. Okay, so here's where it gets interesting. Faster leveling. Accelerated XP boosts and gameplay buffs make skilling up from nothing fast and fun. As the event progresses week by week, the XP will increase in small increments, peaking at the 8-week mark, and then gradually reducing to normal levels as the event begins to come to a close. At its highest peak, you can expect... I can't speak. At its highest peak, you can expect to see 3 times... Wait, what? You can expect to see 3 XP. You mean like 3x XP? Like 3 times XP? Or just like 3 XP? I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it means like triple XP, right? So triple XP or 4 times the XP for skills below level 70. So it's like double XP. On top of that, you'll be able to unlock even more earnable boons as you play. Everything from accuracy boost, loyalty auras, double yield chance boost, and 20% increased chance for double drops. So, anybody hopping in here gets 20% increased chance of double drops. Double yield, I'm guessing that's from like gathering and stuff. Loyalty auras, accuracy boosts, and quadruple XP for a time period that they'll be able to bring into the main game. You get a pretty cool pet. Honestly, I wouldn't mind having a pet, to be fair. These 2 halos right here, these are tradable rares. So these are rares that will be tradable and can be converted into the main game. That means they could possibly be worth millions or billions. Who knows? You get this armor. You get alternate skill capes, which is kind of just like a color flip almost. So the Slayer cape, for example, normally the Slayer cape is black with red. It's actually red with black now. Apparently, on the alternate skill capes. I think they have one here. So yeah, that's another thing. Like, I'm assuming that the high scores and everything and the world firsts will stay on that. I don't think those will transfer over to the main game. But it is like a significant boost. So yeah, here, tradable rare Halo hunt. So reach 8 important milestones on a fresh start world and you get the basic tradable rare Halo of returning. This shiny item shows that you've really got your stuff together even when starting from scratch. And it also buffs your bank account later on. Milestones that count towards a Halo returning include every 500 total levels you reach, every 50 quest points, every 2,000 rune score. Which if you don't know what rune score is, it's basically what you get from doing achievements and things like that. So yeah, interesting. Progress points and rewards. Progress points are central currency of Fresh Start game mode. They can be earned by engaging in the following activities: leveling skills, completing quests, completing achievements. Total points are made up of the following value: total levels times 5, total quest points times 25, and total rune score. And then you'll get different rewards for getting at progress points. Progress points. You'll start getting these rewards like Boon of the Companion. You'll get a legendary pet, which allows you to basically breeze through many things. Boon of Defense, which is like a scalable armor. Boon of Offense, which is a scalable weapon. The Challenger Halo, which is another new rare tradable item. The inverted skill capes. Honestly, inverted is probably more accurate than like alternate. I mean, it is still alternate, but it is, you know, inverted in a way. Halo pet skins would be kind of cool as well, if you get a skilling pet in the new world. The Fresh title. And world first broadcasts, all that fancy stuff. On top of those rewards, you can earn and keep forever. We also have Fresh Start World exclusive boons as to unlock. As you earn progress reports, you'll earn more of these bonuses, though they won't follow your account back into the main game. Check them out below. So then you'll have like some bonuses that you know, help you in the Fresh Start world. 3 scrolls of leveling that each increase your level of a skill. So this is like an instant level thing. Infinite run energy. Heals up to 2,200 life points. All that fancy stuff. Anyways. So there's a bunch of things that like help you progress. Oh, let's see. What is the boon of experience 5? Wait, so they're all like the same thing? 3 scrolls of leveling. Okay, I see. All right. So that's like three instant levels on that one. Competitive reward, ultra rare tradable challenger Halo. Whee! This very limited gold Halo reward is exclusive to players who achieve the following by the end of the competitive phase. Competition winners who are in the top 100 in each skill. First to reach 99 in each skill, first to 120, first to quest cape, first to max cape. So that effectively means that anybody who buys a load of bonds in Fresh Start Worlds, granted they add Treasure Hunter after the 8 weeks, they would be able to use a bunch of bonds for Treasure Hunter keys that would give them a bunch of lamps, bonus stars, etc. that would allow them to basically boost their level in order to get an ultra rare tradable Challenger Halo, which would probably be worth into the multiple hundreds of millions, I would assume. So that's effectively basically just buying a lot of money in the game, technically. Depending on how it functions, depending on whether or not they are adding Treasure Hunter, I would assume they would. But it would probably be worth, you know, I'm gonna assume at least a half a bill or over a bill, for this Challenger Halo. Yeah, another bill item, which is funny because I thought they were getting rid of tradable rares, but I think it's been kind of like slowly creeping back in anyway. I mean, this is something that they could probably re-release in the future, but you know, we'll see. September 12th. Why not call your old friends up for a brand new adventure? Fresh Start Worlds cannot return to the Fresh Start Worlds once they have transferred to the main game. So if you start in Fresh Start World and then you transfer into the main game at any time, you can't go back. So it goes from September 12th to January 9th. That is some thick XP gains for quite a while. Iron Man mode is not available in Fresh Start Worlds. That makes sense because Iron Man doesn't get access to microtransactions. So it seems like they only want accounts. Which also made, you know, the double XP, triple XP, quadruple XP, it also makes sense too. But they also want accounts that would have access to microtransactions. To celebrate this, we've doubled the rate at which you earn balloon fragments for most skilling and combat activities for the remainder of the 300 million accounts event. Which effectively also kind of means that you get double the amount of loot from balloon fragments, which would possibly mean that you could earn even more money, more XP lamps, etc. from hopping into the Fresh Start world. So, if you can imagine, the community is less than excited about this, I must say. They are a bit less excited about this. Does it look fine if I go to Reddit? Oops. Yeah, that works. Okay. What's going to piss people off is when they allow accounts to transfer from New Start, they're going to allow them to transfer into Hard. Dude, yeah, that would be yikes. So yeah, if we go to r/RuneScape, not this post yet. If we actually go to r/RuneScape, people are less than enthused about this new game mode. Obviously this one doesn't care about existing players. The only thing Jagex cares about is your money. Kind of trolling the live stream where I think they asked if it was a good idea. Like, what are your initial thoughts on Fresh Start Worlds? 61% said, I hate it. 36% said, make changes to it. And 3%, 20 people, said, I love it. Oof. Me looking down at all the peasants as I enter Mainscape with all 120s from my 4 months of juiced XP rates on my Fresh Starter. Obviously people are, you know, they could be trolling with subscription cancellations, but, you know, I'm assuming people could be, you know, canceling their subscription. This one is, you know, kind of like an unappreciation post, I guess. Yeah, like the community is definitely less excited about the changes. Fresh Start Worlds, RuneScape 3 versus OSRS. Fear of missing out, tradable rares, bond buyable day 1, 3 times, 4 times base XP rate. Fear of missing out, transferable cosmetics. Keys buyable halfway, membership only new account, and then RuneScape. OSRS sleeping peacefully. Only requires a new free-to-play account. Can Hardcore Iron Man get balloon fragments? Yeah. Yeah, Hardcore Iron Man can get balloon fragments. The only things that you can't get, I don't think, you can't get the money. You can't get the money, you can't get the lamps, and you can't get the bonus stars. Pretty much all you can get is the cosmetics, titles, emotes, all those things. Like, Iron Man is the antithesis of microtransactions. Honestly, I feel like more people should just play Hardcore Iron Man. Like, the more people who play Hardcore Iron Man, the more access, or the less that microtransactions are, like, actually used. Until they finally start adding, like, microtransactions to Hardcore Iron Man. And then I feel like once it comes to that stage, then, like, yeah, RuneScape will have a big problem at that point. There's a chance to get nothing from. I have opened balloons on my Hardcore Iron Man, and like I got 3 triangle sandwiches on this last one. So, woo. Triangle sandwiches. But yeah, a lot of people are talking about like they should have just brought back Darkscape. I never had the chance of playing Darkscape. I feel like that could be actually kind of cool. But I still think like the whole time lock server that goes through the ages of RuneScape would have been way better. Me personally, again, how they would implement that and how it would function, I have no idea. But I honestly would have been more excited about that, to be fair. But yeah, it is quite a thing, and you know, people are definitely less enthused about it. I feel like Hardcore Iron Man is so much better already. You don't have to worry about all the... Yeah, I mean, Hardcore Iron Man, not only is there no microtransactions, even if, like, there are microtransactions technically there, because you can still buy bonds, but you can only do so much with them compared to, like, mainscaping. But it takes away the temptation. It takes away the temptation as well, because you can't even like Hardcore Iron Man. If I try to go to Treasure Hunter, it's just like, nah, can't do that, fool. It takes away the temptation as well. Yeah, you can do Solomon's Store, yeah. So it just kind of like really just takes away the temptation of it, and I feel like people don't necessarily need to cancel their subscription per se. Just play Hardcore Iron Man, you know. And they, you know, Jagex basically gets no money from all the microtransactions. If everybody played Hardcore Iron Man or Iron Man, you know, they would only be getting money for membership, really, like realistically. Which is how it was in the good old days. You know, back in the day where membership was $5 to pass through the gate up near Taberley. Those were the good days. But yeah. Yeah, you can buy bonds. Like I think I can still go to the GE and I can buy bonds here, I think. Oh, I haven't even tried. Like I haven't even talked to the dude. Like this is like the second time I've been to the Grand Exchange on my Hardcore Iron Man since I started it. So I don't even have access to the GE because I didn't talk to whoever. Miles. But you can buy bonds. I'm pretty sure you can still buy bonds at GE. But that's it. Like, you can't buy anything else. But yeah, that's Fresh Start Worlds. I kind of want to try it just to see how nightmarish it might be. But at the same time, I don't really, you know, I don't want to spend the money on it. And, you know, that's basically a show of support for Fresh Start Worlds. Yeah, I kind of want to just see, like, how broken it is. But at the same time, I don't want to support such a predatory event, you know? But, I don't know. I'm having fun with my Iron Man. Double XP is still jamming. 14 is still going, so... you know, I have plenty of things to keep me busy. Now the question is, would I recommend? I think a big question is, would you recommend a friend to hop into Fresh Start Worlds? Like if you had a friend, and if you had a friend, if you had a friend who was looking to play like a new MMO or join in RuneScape or something, would you recommend them Fresh Start Worlds? Me, honestly, no. I would say boot up an Iron Man, like play Iron Man. Iron Man is like the purest experience you can get with RuneScape. To me personally. No, it's nice in the aspect to get in game faster and play with friends, but it's the wrong way. Yeah. That's another thing. You know, a lot of people do complain about a lot of updates for RuneScape 3 being purely about endgame and PVM. This is kind of playing into that, right? So people can join in, jam tons of XP boosts, and hop into PVM early. So yeah, that's another good point to bring up. A new player isn't going to know about how to use the four time efficiently. Probably not. No, I wouldn't assume so. Like they would have the gist of it, but I don't think they would. I don't think they would know the efficiency. That's why I feel like people who are going to be hopping over there are people who have been playing the game for years and they know the efficient methods, and they're just going to be power leveling to get those rares, so that way they can make millions of billions on the rares. If I was a degen, I would definitely do that. If I was a degenerate, that's what I would do for sure. But yeah, that is Fresh Start Worlds. Yeah, honestly, I don't think I would recommend it. Like I said, I would recommend a friend come in and join like Hardcore Iron Man or something, or Iron Man. But yeah, I mean, you know, I'm not against making money in the game. You know, I do it. I follow money making guides and money making methods and all that stuff. I'm not against making money. It's a good way to pay for membership, to not have to pay more real money for membership. Like, I'm not against it at all. It's just like this way is different. This way is a little bit different. But yeah. Yeah, just jam out Hardcore Iron Man. I think it'd be a lot of fun. But yeah, honestly, I feel like Fresh Start Worlds, I hope it flops, to be fair. Like, I hope it just flat out flops. And it might be hopeful thinking, because, you know, after coming back to the game for, you know, a little over a half year, I've heard stories that Jagex never learns, and, you know, as much as I hope they can learn from this, I think it might be doubtful. It might be wishful thinking, but who knows, you know? Anyways, double XP.